strangest thing. It's shorter than you think. No think. It's shorter.
Welcome back to my YouTube channel. This your girl Queen Toss Crime, and I'm back with another video. Shout out to y'all. I love y'all, and shout out to my old and new subs. Shout out to my moderators and all of my members. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Today I will be dropping two videos. This video right here, I'm going to be dropping. It's about the Summer Wells case. We're going to be talking about her father. Okay, now. Some people think that he was just arrested once. Don Wells was arrested twice in 3 days. And there's some interesting things that I want to share with y'all. So y'all have to watch to the end so y'all can hear everything that I have to say. Okay? And how what happened, what WJ just said happened inside the courtroom. Everything that went on, I'm about to explain to y'all. And I'm going to give y'all my opinion. And because there's some weird things that's just not adding up with this situation. Something is going on in the background with Don and Candace. Something is going on. And I can't put my finger on it, but something's happening. Now, Don Wells was arrested driving and drinking while on live. He was not, I'm not surprised at all, okay? Of course, we have excuses as to why he went and got arrested, while he was out drinking and driving, open containers, swerving lanes. He said he went to go get cigarettes. 5 charges, plus more, actually. He was arrested Saturday night, and he states it was a stupid decision. Well, aren't you tired of making stupid decisions? When is enough going to be enough for you? When is enough enough? You have a missing child. Your 3 boys were taken by CPS custody. When is enough enough? Queen just want to know. So you're driving under the influence, open container, violation of financial responsibilities. So in other words, not paying them money that you owe. Is this why you've been trying to get money from social media? And doing fake scams and things of that nature these last few months? Trying to take the easy way out. You know that people can make money on social media, so you want to try to go that route. Is that what you're doing? Is that why you was faking scams? The people want to know. The people want to know. Swerving in opposite lanes as you would be if you are drunk driving. Facing multiple charges. Don Wells was arrested twice in 3 days, to be factual. Not just once, because some people thought he was just arrested once. No ma'am, no sir. He was arrested twice in 3 days. And I'm going to tell y'all who showed up in the courtroom and arrested him for the second time, and it's going to blow y'all minds. So while Don Wells was in court before the judge about the DUI and multiple charges over the weekend, they arrested him for violating probation. So while he was going before the judge, explaining and a bunch of excuses and crying and whining, not taking responsibility for his actions, but giving excuses, someone entered the courtroom and another officer arrested him for violating probation. So who knew Don was on probation? Not many. I bet a lot of us did not know he was on probation. So the question is, what are you on probation for? Actually, WJHL is going to find out why you was on probation. She's waiting on those papers to be dropped, and so are we. What were you on probation for? And how did you violate, and what did you do to violate? So there's not many choices, good choices is what led you down this path. And the people who is around you aren't helping the situation at all, exploiting and encouraging this behavior. Candace and Don, they need help, not YouTube. And they have to want the help themselves, or this will continue. You can't drag a cow to the water and make them drink. They have to want to do it on their own. So he was released after the second arrest on an OR bond. So no money needed for Don to be released. He had to promise to appear for his next court date. His next court date. So following his second arrest, his next court date is February the 7th, 2022. So y'all can jot that down on y'all notes that Don Will's next court date is February the 7th, 2022. Now, let me tell you who went in the courtroom and who authorized his second arrest. Ronnie Lawson. Ronnie Lawson entered the courtroom and had him arrested for breaking probation. This is the second arrest after he was in front of the judge. Ronnie Lawson walked in there, had another officer arrest Don Wells for breaking probation. So Ronnie and them are aware of Don and what's going on. And I think that's interesting. So Don told the judge that he can't keep up with the court expenses and child support. So the judge asked Don about his work. Don, I thought you were working every day, so how are you not able to keep up with your court costs and your child support? The people want to know. Because, see, you told the people you was working every day. Or is that a lie, too? And what kids are you paying child support for? Just wonder, because is it the back child support for your grown older kids, or is it for your 3 boys in CPS custody? And I find out that he's paying child support for those 3 kids, those 3 boys in CPS custody. Because I was wondering. So I looked and I found out. Also, Don asked for a public defender. The judge asked Don, when was his last day of work? And you know what the people said he said? He had no clear answers for the judge. He could not tell the judge when his last day he worked. So we know what that means, right? We know that means for Don, when he can't answer clearly, he's lying. So he is lying to the judge. This is a whole mess. So you told social media you're out here working, but really you haven't been. And you couldn't even tell the judge the last day you worked. So that lets me know you haven't been to work in a little while. Stop the lies. You're digging yourself in a bigger hole. And these court calls are going to continue to pile up. You have no room or time to fuck around. You acting like y'all do not want these children. The rate you are going, you won't get them. You're lying and crying to the judge about not being able to keep up financially, but not attending work. Make that make sense. You're out here drinking and getting caught up on probation. More charges, more money. I don't have no sympathy. I have sympathy for those kids, and I'm sorry that Summer and her brothers has these type of parents that has excuses, but no fight for them. No fight for the kids, no fight for them. Those children that you created. So you show that you don't care, knowing you on probation. drinking, driving, open container, swerving lanes, registration expired. How? You brag about making money, your job pay good, you your own boss, but I was never fooled. I knew you wasn't going to work every day regularly. I knew that. I knew you couldn't. Let me tell you why I know. Because you was too much on social media, drunk, many nights. So there was no way you was getting up the next morning and going to work. No way. So, question, you can't register your tags or your car dying? What's really going on? Y'all can buy money for drink, but y'all can't register your vehicle. You can't pay your court costs, but you can go out drinking and drugging. It does not add up here. You want to cry to the judge. You having financially straining on the court costs and everything else, but you're not taking your ass to work, doing what a real man's supposed to do. But you got money to drink, kick it. You paint this different life on social media, and the truth just keeps unfolding. Don told the judge he's been working on his home and on YouTube things to find Summer. That, I was flabbergasted, y'all. I can't believe he said that to the judge. To be honest, I can't believe it. A judge don't care. Let me tell y'all something. A judge don't care about you on YouTube trying to do anything or fixing up your house. They want to see a man working, trying to do the right thing. They respect the man that works, that's trying to change their life around, not continuously going and getting arrested and charges for the same damn thing. They don't want to see that. They don't want to hear excuses. So I'm hearing that you stopped working for YouTube and fixing up your home. And he said it's for the boys. So my question is, why can't you do both? Most people work during the week and on the weekends and their extra time, or on their off days, however their schedule is, they fix up their house to do the extra things they have to do. But you can't just stop working altogether. Who's going to pay the bills? How the kids going to eat? And CPS must have said something about that house being inhabitable, because he told the judge that he was working on a home for the kids' welfare. So you told the judge that you was working on the home for the kids' welfare. So CPS must got in that butt about how those children was living in that place. So if you're not making any money, they won't give you those kids. You have to prove that you can provide for them, that you can feed them, clothe them, shelter them. So you just fixing up the house is not good enough, and it's not going to ever be good enough. You have to keep working. This is what us real people out here in the real world, that's what we do. We work. So my question is, you got all this shit going on. How do you find time to be on YouTube and social media to drink when you're supposed to be working and fixing up the house for the kids' welfare? Stop the lies. Go to work and fix up that inhabitable ass home. Stay your ass off YouTube. You're not on the ground looking for your daughter. You're doing nothing but running your mouth on social media. And that's the time you can be out there working. And in your free time, instead of being on YouTube drinking, you can fix up your house for your children if you really want them home. Not drinking and drugging. Excuses, excuses, excuses. Eventually, your chances will run out. Soon there will be no more excuses. And stop using, because I can't stand that. Stop using your daughter as an excuse to get out or off of your responsibilities. No real man does that. There is no excuses. You looking for my daughter, so what? You're not going to go to work? But when you're on YouTube, you're not looking for your daughter. You're talking, you're running your mouth, and you're drunk, and you're out doing things you have no business doing. That's not looking for your daughter. So stop lying. We see through that. The judge see through that. Now, just to reiterate, the next court date for Don is February the 7th, 2022. And I also want to state that what I think is kind of weird and interesting is Ronnie Lawson and law enforcement is watching Don very closely. I've never noticed that someone like himself will show up to a court date unless you have reasons to, or you want to look into something, or you want to watch something carefully, because normally there's just regular, court officers or police that got to attend the court. Maybe the ones that pulled Don over, that gave him, the roadman tickets and things like that, those show up. But Ronnie Lawson? I'm trying to figure out, why did he show up to his court date? He himself showed up and had another officer arrest him right there in the courtroom for violating probation. So in my opinion, y'all, Ronnie Lawson and law enforcement, and I believe TBI, is watching the Wells closely. I don't know what for, or what they are into, or what they are doing, but I do know they are watching them. And Don needs to get his shit together. And I think very soon, we're going to find out what happened to Summer, or where she is. I think that's coming very, very soon. Because what I see here between Candace and Don is they're having problems. I don't know if they're breaking down. I have no idea. But something's going on in that background, and Ronnie Lawson showed up to his court date. And he showed up to arrest him for violating probation. Now, we are waiting to find out what he was on probation for, and how did he violate it. But I think that's interesting that Ronnie Lawson showed up to that court date. And he showed his face himself, went in and ordered the officer to arrest him. Very, very weird. So something's going on with law enforcement. And I know that by what I'm observing, they're watching him very closely. So, in my opinion, I feel very soon we're going to find out some new information. But like I said, Don was not arrested just once this weekend, but twice in 3 days. This your girl Queen Talks Crime. I'll be back with another video. I love you guys, and y'all stay safe. Peace.